Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Welcome to the first NIKKE video on this channel. I've been wanting to get into making some content for this game specifically because I really like this game a lot. I think this is the perfect way to start it. Let's just get ready to read the developer's note and just see what new stuff they're gonna add. I think this came out a couple hours ago. I'm a little bit late to the party, but hey, we're here. All right, so developer's note 15 edition. Dear Commanders, that's you and me. Look, I don't want to say the name just because I don't want to mispronounce it, but the director of Goddess Victory, NIKKE, did you enjoy the Valentine's event? Perfect Maid. The minigame Dessert Rush was developed based on the previous minigame Gift Factory with the goal of presenting high quality content. We made the game rules in consideration of both mobile and PC environment and prepared well-made animations. We hope you are satisfied with the minigame. In the future, we will assess gaming experience on both mobile and PC to create a better gaming environment. Moreover, we plan to introduce more variety in the upcoming minigames, so please look forward to them. Without further ado, let me dive into the improvements the developer team is currently working on. I mean, just with the minigame stuff, I mean, I've always liked the minigames. I wouldn't say like I've been like a fan of all of them, like the dating simulator one for like the hot spring ones. It was kind of wasn't a fan of that one. The Dessert Rush was at least it was at least fun, but like it got to the point like after a couple days or like at least 3 days later, I kind of just got enough to get the daily reward, and after that it's just kind of ended up like, all right, I don't really want to do this anymore. But I at least did get the little keychain collectible, and I got the 5,000 daily reward point to get the extra items. But it was good. They usually, if it's a hit or miss kind of thing, most of the time it's always been a hit for the mini games, so I think they're only gonna get better. I just want that rogue gameplay one back. All right, let's see. Major improvements to the coordinated operation, the co-op stuff. If you guys don't know, where you make a party of 5 and then you fight a boss and you get the little red, I forgot the name of the item, and then you could go to the store and buy some gems or course. It's that one. Coordinated Operation is a real-time multiplayer gameplay where one can engage in shooting battles along with other commanders and experience a different kind of fun. However, this gameplay sometimes causes pressure with the cooperation with other players does not go smoothly. True. As such, many commanders have given different suggestions to improve this gameplay, and we are bringing the enhancements in an organized manner by starting from the ideas we sorted out. First of all, we've upgraded the gameplay burst skill usage voting system. Good. Massive win. After the upgrade, a burst skill will be activated upon receiving votes from 3 players instead of 5 players, how it was, or I guess it still is until they change it, which is a big dub. Sometimes you just need that extra burst skill, and there's just some jerk who just doesn't want to use it. It's like, you think you could beat it with bullets? It's just like, no, let's just do this even faster. Let's just get the burst skills out. We'll be done in 5 seconds instead of waiting a whole minute just because your butt didn't want to press the stupid burst skill button. This is to ensure that the game can progress smoothly even if some members are unable to use the skill due to network issues. Okay, well, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they wouldn't use it on my whenever I'm with them. At the same time, we will make improvements so that when players fail to interrupt the boss attack that occurs after the completion of the 9th stage rewards, the player's characters can be wiped out completely. This way, the players will be able to move on to the next challenge quickly. Wow, wait, that's actually a massive dub, dude. Look, I know some people care about like trying to get the higher number, and maybe if you're new to it, yeah, maybe you do care about that. But trust me, when you just want the 9th stage rewards and that's it. If you make any extra damage, sure, but don't even really try to focus on when you're really trying to be number 1. And unless you're putting like thousands of dollars into this and your other members are putting thousands of dollars into it, it's not worth it. Just get the 9th stage rewards. Whatever you end up, you still like the difference between like first place and like the bottom 10%. The rewards aren't that different. It really isn't. I think it might be like 1,000 or 2,000 more of that currency that you get from doing this. It's not worth it. I think this is amazing. I love this change. That's really good. I never thought about that being like a change that I would want. That's great. That's great. Improvements to battle controls. Now let me introduce the improvements to battle controls. Goddess of Victory NIKKE battles are designed in a way where NIKKEs can flexibly utilize covers and to avoid projectiles. However, we recently received feedback about the difficulty to take cover from projectiles for certain characters and costumes. The bigger the projectile, the more characters run into this problem, so we assume that many commanders may have been having trouble while fighting the crystal chamber. We apologize for this inconvenience. I'm gonna be honest, I've never had this issue. I'm not really entirely sure what they're saying here, mainly because I've never seen this. I mean, I think I've gotten to the point in leveling. Like I beat the Crystal Chamber. I think that's the name of the new boss. You know, I beat the two new chapters. I haven't had trouble with I forgot where else they added that Crystal Chamber boss. I think it might have been the last co-op, but I never really saw this issue, so I'm not really sure what this is. But I mean, if it's a solution to people are having a problem to, then I think it's great. Good. Just another problem that I don't have to worry about. We will conduct internal system adjustments and tests as soon as possible to fix this issue. By early March, the cover feature will be adjusted to be more uniform regardless of the character and costume. Well, that's good. As much as if it's the same hitbox and everything, I think that's a really good change. Nonetheless, I think maybe I might have that problem in the future if they never changed it. So I think this is great. I'd also like to share that we made some improvements to some weapon types in terms of fatigue during manual operation. I hate playing Rocket, man. Rocket and Sniper are just not fun to play with. Manually, auto, whatever. But if I'm autoing and I have Red Hood in my center, I just switch to the right where Mod Arena is, because it's just easier to see and easier to use. Alright, here we go. Let's see what changes they do. We have confirmed your need for manual operation, and we've decided to roll out the following improvements after a series of intense internal discussions. We will provide an additional burst gauge to SRRL characters with reticles based on the weapon's charge time. The additional burst gauge and charge time will increase proportionally, and this will be applicable to both manual and auto battles. Provide an additional burst gauge to SR and RL characters with reticles based on the weapon's charge time. Maybe just maybe just like change the UI? Is that what they're saying? Like maybe they're just gonna change the UI to make it a little bit more, I guess, visible for the player? Maybe, but even then, I still don't see really like the want to play SR or L. The only time you would really need to, like even then, I still just have it on auto, just so I can charge it by itself or just have it ready for me to go. And if it's just like with a sniper rifle, in case I need to reach for like an enemy in a far back that's just like killing my team, or like there's a bunch of mobs and you know maybe my machine gun used to die, so I have to bring out a rocket and then just blow up all the mods. Maybe that would be it, but more than rarely I don't ever go manual unless it's also like those X boss stages you get in the campaign. But besides that, I mean I think it's gonna be good, and we'll try it out whenever that comes out, but still cool. I like that they try to like improve on things. However, please note that this will not apply to the other 4 NIKKEs without reticles. Makes sense. This way the character's performance will not be compromised. There will still be a difference between auto battle and manual battle, but it won't cause a significant gap, minimizing a different experience. We expect to roll out this adjustment in April, as it requires a careful decision. The internal discussions are being prolonged. We hope for your kind understanding, and we're sincerely thankful to every commander who gave us purchase opinions. You are the one making our game better. Thank you. I like that, bro. I will say really quickly, one thing about this game that I think just does better than anything else, it's just the development team being really crystal clear about what they're trying to do, why they're trying to do, and when they're going to try to do it. And I think that's really dope. Like, I think this is probably the biggest reason why I like this game a lot. Probably my favorite gacha game right now. It's just, there's a roadmap pretty much like every other 2 weeks, or at least every month. And I love that. Here we go. So like, look, schedule of other improvements. We have finished developing the feature that gives a notice when the squad is near the lost relics in the field. Oh, okay, which we mentioned in the previous developers note. I actually don't remember that. This feature will be introduced in early March, and we hope that it will enhance your experience with lost relics. Please, dude, because sometimes, dude, I'm just there scrolling on the map for 5-10 minutes until I could finally find the last one, or I give up and I just go online and just find a guy to tell me where it is, and then I have to go through each individual one because I don't remember where the last one was. But hey, that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. All right, here's the next one. The quick battle feature in Arena. Nice. Also brought up in the previous developers note is under development as well. Contrary to our previous expectations, some delays have occurred, and we are now aiming to complete the update by the end of March. Sweet. We apologize for being unable to adhere to the schedule stated in the developers note due to unforeseen circumstances. It happens, bro. Sometimes just coding just doesn't want to work, and it's fine. Such situations arise because we wish to share the developers team ideas and progress more proactively throughout developers notes. I was just saying, we humbly ask for your understanding. Completely fine, as long as you work on it. That's okay. That's okay. Updates and development of content. Improvement to simulation room overclock and schedule for season 2. Ooh, this new day. Alright, next I will be sharing the progress of our content development. Let me begin with how preparations for the simulation room overclock are going. Taking into account the feedback from the beta season 1 and everyone's needs, we'll be holding a beta season 2. And this season, there will only be one fixed type of boss in the boss stage, minimizing the factor of luck. This will provide a more stable experience by ensuring fairness. I like that. Yeah, it was kind of weird how you would get different bosses, and like I would have to consistently have to try to change the team, because it got to the point like it did become a factor of like element and like the type of weapon you definitely want to use, instead of kind of just going in with the meta, just like the 5 stock, litter and the bunnies, Red Hood and Moderina. Like it's kind of nice that I do like the fact that it's going one fixed type of boss, and that way you can prepare one team instead of having to do different teams, because maybe in the easier stages it doesn't really matter, but like when you get to like the harder levels and like the more cores you add to that to make it harder, you definitely have to start thinking more about like different teams. But this definitely makes it a lot easier and a lot more friendly, a lot more welcoming too. So I like this a lot. We will adjust some of the schedule rises in consideration of the gameplay cycle and rewards. The season will be extended to 4 weeks. While the overclock rewards will still be given every 2 weeks, this will not only allow players to get rewards regularly, but it will also reduce the pressure cost by the end of the season. I didn't really feel that kind of like pressure, but I like it that it's 4 weeks. That just means more rewards for us. I don't have a problem with that. I kind of just wish they kind of give out a little bit more, with it kind of being overclocked, but I wouldn't. I'm not really gonna hate on it too much. I kind of want to see if they will implement like a burst mode kind of thing. How sometimes we get like a double thing. I hope we do get that for this. I think it'd be nice like to try it out. Additionally, to cater to players who only enjoy exploring overclock at higher difficulty levels and those who prefer a deeper gaming experience, we will add a feature that displays the overclock phase record achieved in every season in the player's profile. However, regarding the records achieved through the beta system, we are considering a one-time reset upon official launching. Aside from this, we are discussing the necessity of improving these rules. During Season 2, we will closely monitor players' gaming experience and consider whether additional enhancements are necessary. The beta Season 2 will begin at the end of March. We kindly ask for your patience. I mean, that's cool. Like that's just more rewards for us to have. Like, I think sometimes like the biggest... It's not sometimes like the biggest number that you want to get and no one sees it. Sometimes it's just a way the best flex your achievements. Like a lot of ways, like say MMORPGs, the best flex isn't like the best weapon. It's most of the time just a title. And I think this kind of works in a similar way where like, player checkouts like this super OP character commander with all the NIKKEs, core 6 and stuff like that, core 9. And then they see like the highest level difficulty was done on overclock. I think that's really cool, and I think I like that. That's a flex that I think a lot of people will enjoy. Addition of collectibles, decorative elements. Let me briefly talk about our plan to add more collectibles and decoration elements this year, as mentioned in the previous developer video message. Firstly, we will be allocating a space on the profile page to display 5 avatar frames. You may use this feature to show other commanders the avatar frames you collected so far. This feature is expected to be launched in early March, and we hope it could bring you some joy. That's cool. I have a couple of frames that I really do enjoy. Some of the co-op stuff they bring out is actually really, really dope, and I kind of always don't know which one to have or choose. So I guess having 5 is really nice. They'll probably have it like on each of the on your representation team on the profiles, and I'm sure each NIKKE will have its own frame. I think that's what it'll be. Oh yeah, so look at that. Look, I'll zoom in closer to the image so you can get the best look at it. Whoever account this is, you might want to re-roll here, buddy. I don't know how you got all the frames with with those characters. We will also introduce the personal info card system, a feature that allows you to decorate the upper portion of your profile page with backgrounds and stickers. Oh, look at that. Yeah, like down here. Look. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's dope. More customization is always nice. Oh, I forgot her name. What's her name? Biscuit. Okay, yeah. I was looking, I remember. Biscuit. Yeah, I like the little Biscuit background. That's awesome. These decorative backgrounds and stickers will be given through different elements and contents. Please look forward to the adorable stickers and beautiful backgrounds we will have in store for you. Once the update schedule is confirmed, we will let you know through the official channels such as the developers note. Something about that kind of worries me though is like, I kind of do hope these end up being more collectibles rather than having to buy the collectibles. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of hope we have to earn these collectibles, and instead I hope they don't add like a collectible gacha system. The gacha skins, I can barely let it through just because I know there'll be people that still buy it. It's your money, do what you want. But I feel like this is such a such a small thing that I hope they don't monetize it. But I know the developers wouldn't want to, but upper management might want some, might want another yacht, and hey, you want to sell these for $5 each. It's like, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope we could just collect this. I hope we just collect them through like challenges, or like maybe the event. Maybe the events would be a good place to put it too. Like for 1,000 currency of the new story event, you could buy a theme for that one. I think that'd be really cool. Or maybe you could get like the background. You know how like each one of them has like a kind of like a theme or aesthetic to it. If we can add that aesthetic into like that, I think that'd be so cool. Like the recent Boom one. Like what if there was just a Boom background? I would love that. That'd be so cool. Other than this, we are planning to add a title system, a feature where you display a challenge in your profile, just like the avatar frames. Each challenge will grant you a unique title. But please allow me to clarify beforehand, the factors such as attributes are not included in it. The title system features a challenge-based collection that can be attained through gameplay. As it is currently in the planning stage, we will share more details once the update schedule is finalized. That's all for the new collectibles and decorative elements we are currently planning. If you have great ideas in this aspect, please feel free to let us know in the official community or customer service center. I will actively discuss your precious feedback with the development team. I love that, bro. I love that. I love that they're so welcoming to feedback. When it comes to the titles though, I'm a little bit worried about one thing. It's like, if you just do something hard, like if it just means just do events and the lost sections, stuff like that, or maybe you did enough PvP. I hope that is, but I hope there isn't something where you have to get through rankings. Like you have to be #1 ranked in the server on like the Tetra towers, any towers, hard campaign, story campaign, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? That the ranking system they have. The big issue about that because is maybe when you first start you might have been #1, but eventually they started combining servers, and then you get stuck in the server, or maybe you started in a server where there's a well, so you didn't get the chance to really get those avatar frames where like you have to be first place first, or you were second place first, that kind of thing. Like I personally was lucky enough to not have a well for like the first I was lucky enough to not have a well for the first 3 months or so, or I forgot how long I had, like maybe like half a year, and then they added me into a server with one. But like the first 6 months I was able to get like farming all the stuff. Like I was trying to do all the towers and stuff because I saw that they had special avatar frames and I wanted them. I was like, dude, the gold one looks sick, and I got lucky enough to get it in time before a well came in, and it literally he just took all first places. Like I'm third now, and I think there's another well that came in, so it's like him and like second place are fighting. I'm out here like 4th, 5th because I kind of took a break for like a month, so that 1 month kind of put me back that much. But I'm happy enough that I got all the frames, so I hope that's not the case to where like for a lot of players they're not gonna have that luxury. So I hope there's no title system linked to that. Like I'll get it, but it would suck for sure if a lot of people couldn't get it. So I hope it's just towards events and story events and lost sections and stuff like that. And let's move on. I talked too long there. Side story update. The official name for the special story content has been decided. From now on, we will bring you enjoyable scenarios that are fully voiced through the side story. The first side story, titled The Second Affection, is set to be revealed in early April. As it is a story derived from the main story, we will do our best to prepare it. Please give us lots of support. Side story update. I don't know if I like this too much. I mean, definitely if they can still give us the same amount of content on like the main campaign, then it's fine to have some side story updates, but it just kind of feels like just another story event that's not a story event, like, I mean, I think this is good. I mean, it just means more lore and stuff like that. Second affection, who knows what that's gonna be. Some other NIKKE with the loving the commander, I guess. But I mean, I guess more content is more content. I'm happy with it. That's good. I just hope that doesn't mean they kind of skimp out a little bit on like the main campaign lore and all that stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean, buckos? Red Ash and Archives. Nice. We are gaming to add the Red Ash event to Archives, including the first anniversary minigame, Mog. Let's go, Pog. Like we said before, we are working on improving the minigame. To avoid delays, we will make the updates in 2 phases. In the update in early April, we will first add Red Ash and the original Mog to archives. Once the update schedule for the balanced and enhanced version of Mog is finalized, we will inform you through the official channels, although we are doing our best to stay on schedule for the improvements to Mog. There will be slight delays due to schedule clashes with the production of the new minigame. We hope for everyone's kind understanding. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if it just came out to the original. Like, I know a lot of people maybe didn't finish the challenge to get, you know, beat the impossible one in like 30 minutes or like stay alive for 30 minutes. I couldn't do it. I think the most I got was like 23 minutes. But I honestly wouldn't mind if they just kept the original Mog and then just keep working on the new one, man. Like, honestly, I would just prefer they just keep working on the new one, make it better than Mog. That way we want to play the new one instead of the original one. But we could still go back. Like, I mean, I'm sure that maybe, I just hope that, you know, like I said before, they just don't cut out a little bit of the new stuff when they could have just leave the old one as is and let's just focus on the new stuff, you know? But still cool, still cool. Assessment of equipment acquisition experience. Ooh. By introducing the manufacturer arm system in 2023, we enhanced the experience in obtaining manufacturer equipment. However, due to the limited number of abnormal characters, we plan to conduct an assessment of the equipment acquisition experience this year. Please, please, I'm tired of getting freaking abnormal gear. Our aim is to confirm wherever the imbalance between obtaining and consuming the manufacturer equipment is causing discomfort and wherever the level of equipment acquisition is appropriate. I mean, really, it's just like up the attacker a little bit, lower the defender supporter. Like, it's just that it's just true. It's just that there's way more attackers than anything else, and it's just that we don't get enough attacker type equipment for all the attackers that are in the game. And it comes to the case of abnormal too. Why does abnormal have the same amount of chance when there's only like 5 or 6? What is it? 2B, 2A, Makima, Power, Pascal. I forgot the other Chainsaw Man girl. I forgot, but I think, yeah, we only have 6 so far. I'm sure they're gonna be adding more pretty soon with the next upcoming collabs, but it just sucks getting 200 currency of the gear and then it's just abnormal. It just sucks. It's a punch to the gut. The preparatory work is still ongoing and we will share the details in future developer notes. Also, we will be conducting a survey in March to hear your opinions regarding this. We are counting on your active participation. Cool. New growth new growth contents. Now let me introduce the new growth contents to be updated at the end of April. After the updates, all NIKKEs will possess high quality upgrade materials collectibles. Once NIKKEs are equipped with collectibles, the properties that match their weapons characteristics will be enhanced. Oh, it's time, it's time. Furthermore, the collectibles of some characters will have undergone 3 limit breaks can be upgraded to treasures, which will enhance the attributes of NIKKEs who own them. New illustrations and exclusive story episodes related to treasures will also be released. Nice. Wow. Wait, wow. That's more than others. That's more than other upgrade like character systems I've seen in other gacha games. The characters who possess treasures at the time of implementation will be Laplace, Diesel, Frima, and Ixia, who currently have low activation rates. Really? Laplace, even her? Really? I thought a lot of people use her because she was a good substitute for, like, if you just didn't have, like, you know, the staples. I thought she was a really good substitute, especially for like early on Chatterbox and Special Interception. She's a really good substitute if you don't have like the best ones. We are sharing the illustration of Laplace treasures along with the developer's note, but please understand that this is not yet finalized, so there may be changes in the actual release. Besides, we'd like to share the plan enhances to skill characteristics. These are also subject to change during the development process, and we appreciate everyone's understanding. I love this. I really, really do. Again, I hope this isn't something behind like a gacha skin system where you have to pay $60 at most to get this. I hope this is an easy way to get this. If you want to do another gacha banner where it's just collectibles, that's fine. I do hope we can use like maybe ordinary tickets. I feel like that'd be a more better usage for most of us, if that ordinary tickets can also be used in the collectible banner if they go down that route. But I hope this isn't something where we have to buy a whole new currency, or, you know, it's a gacha skin type system. I definitely hope this is just maybe just a weapon banner kind of thing, you know, what we usually see in other ones. But for those 4, you know, 3 of them make sense, especially Frima, but Laplace, I'm like, Laplace, I forgot her name, Laplace. I actually don't use her that much, and I forgot how her voice sounds like. Laplas. I think it's Laplas. I'm pretty sure it's Laplas. Laplas. I'm gonna look it up. It was Laplas. Oops. Laplace. Laplace. Laplas. I forgot her name, dude. I'll be, okay, fair enough. Maybe this is why they have a low activation rate. I had Moderina the entire time, my entire account. So I never really used her. Laplace. I love that. We last page. Laplace. Enhancement to true damage. Diesel, enhancement to talent and survivability. Increase of damage enhancing buff. She needed that a lot. Freema, enhancement to effect of true damage. Exia expansion, enhancement of applicable targets. I know for sure Diesel. I use Diesel every now and then for the tower, and that's true. Laplace also the same thing with her true damage. It's just, besides her burst skill, anything else is just kind of mid, really mid. Diesel's just survivability was just pretty bad for the most part. So this is gonna be good. Freema, I never really used Freema, and Exia, I have never used Exia either. I think I used her recently right now for the boom event, but I have her at level 1. I don't have her in my synchro. I don't have her in a slot for my synchro. We are planning to design treasures for more NIKKEs, but the updates will be rolled out gradually as the development process is quite time consuming. Yeah, it seems like it. Thank you for your understanding. Collectibles and treasures would not consume additional NIKKEs payer bodies and can be obtained through outpost dispatching and solo raid. Ooh. Through outpost dispatching and solo raid. So either you could be lucky and getting the mission for the dispatching, or you can just wait for the solo raid. I kind of just want to be in solo raid, but I know a lot of people can't do all 8 stages, so I guess I do like the dispatching. It'll probably just be like really lucky, but I bet some lucky mofo is gonna get like 2 of them on the first day, dude. It's just gonna happen, but I like it. Introducing new growth elements can serve as a driving force to enhance the enjoyment of the game, but sometimes they can also pose challenges due to its popularity. Therefore, we are conducting thorough research and devoting extra efforts during the preparation phase to present a satisfying content to everyone. We can hope you provide us with diverse feedback in the survey schedule for March. Here's one little feedback. Come on, give me Rupee. Give me the Rupee treasure. Give her new phone where she can stream for 4K. That's probably what it is going to be. Probably just either some clothing or some expensive jewelry, or it's just a new phone where she can stream from. Lastly, we have shared quite a lot of information in the recent developer notes. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy these rich content. I do. The content shown in the images attached are still under development, of course, and so they are still subject to change. Once again, we hope for everyone's understanding. You have my understanding. Now the cold winter is past, and we will soon embrace the sunny weather, but no matter what season, the NIKKE development team will not slow down. Thank you, but make sure you don't overdo it. We will continue to strive to provide the best quality service to everyone, and we hope for your active supervision and feedback. We will humbly accept our weaknesses, and development and operations team will work hard together to make an even more enjoyable game. Thank you for your constant support of Goddess of Victory NIKKE, Goddess of Victory NIKKE team. That's a really good developer's note. There's a lot of things to look forward to. We just literally got like we just got an announcement for an upgraded version character system. Like, I mean, most gacha games have the system to like where if you get like a copy and you only get stronger. Here for NIKKE, it was just kind of get like numbers go up. But now we have this other system now that we can put into our NIKKEs, and they change their actual effects. There's so many gacha games that like after a certain time end up with the system. I thought for sure maybe NIKKE wouldn't have this for like another year, but seeing this early on is really good. I could see why they're only going to do a few at a time, and I kind of like that. That way, you know, they say they're going to add story episodes, new illustrations, so I wonder maybe they can add like illustrations to like, you know, when you look at the character, and it just, instead of seeing the model, you can also just see like the treasure illustration animation or whatever they do. The one here for Laplas is kind of weird. Don't you guys think it feels like she's like a theater or something? I would not expect her to be chilling like that. You think she'd be doing some hero stuff, but I can see like Freema's little face mask there. Nice. Oh, and Sugar's bike is back there. I think that's Sugar's bike. I mean, she's the only one with the bike. But no, nonetheless, this is really sick. There was a lot of information here, and I think there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. Just more quality of life upgrades here that just make the game already even better. Plus new systems, new customization. What isn't there to look forward to? I know there's still stuff that people are going to be like, oh, what about this? What about that? They'll get there. You know, seeing what they do, they'll get there. I think out of all the games that I've played, gacha-wise, NIKKE is probably the one that is like consistently moving forward, and honestly feels like I'm moving forward with them. So I'm really happy with all the new stuff. What do you guys think? Do you guys like here what you saw? Do you guys don't like what you saw? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Like the video if you like it, subscribe. I'll definitely be doing more NIKKE content as as I'm going to figure out what I want to do with this game. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace, guys.